During the first year of implementation, the typical wave motion of high task concerns can be reduced when coaching is provided, according to Holland Horde. This relates to not only my personal life, but my professional life. Change takes time and learning. My experience being a coach, I learned that I tended to be a mentor instead of a coach. This project challenged me to not give solutions, but to provide questioning in order to get them to think more, to provide encouragement, assess their progress, and help them along the way. My experience being coached by somebody else challenged me to a different level as well. I learned to accept assistance, be vulnerable, listen, not have expectations, and understand that the person was there for me to aid me in achieving a goal together, a common vision. Change is learning and it takes time in order to achieve it. That's whether it's professional or personal. You have to allow time to be address the concerns and to implement interventions to help people achieve true change. And the interventions are what helps. I also learned that I'm an initiator, having high expectations, even for myself. I'm adamant, even though sometimes I'm not unkind, but adamant, but I'm very direct and I speak the truth. And this sometimes can provide some challenges. I've learned through this project that my high expectations are good, but I must choose my words wisely, whether it's in my professional or my personal life. Don't tell people the answers. I need to allow them to learn using a problem solving process. I need to allow myself time to learn as well, and that's one thing that I am challenged with. This also allowed me to understand that although I am a formal, meaningful style of leader, this pushed me in empathy and listening and being one on one in a relationship with somebody and to focus on individual needs. And I'll need to do that in a school setting as well. So this project allowed me to experience that. I also learned that self awareness is the key. I learned to look at myself in the mirror as a leader. I need to know myself as a leader in order to lead, know my words, understand the environment I'm setting up, and how to use questioning and to better lead people instead of sharing my vision all the time. Interventions are imperative, and the six functions really helped me process through this project, having a shared vision of the intended change, whether it was with the person I was coaching or in a professional setting. Having that goal that we are working towards together and understanding it from the beginning. Planning. Number two, just planning and prior resources. That worked with my personal project as well as my professional project. We had to understand each other's journey and plan for success and take the walk together, allowing time in the process. Number three function is investing professional learning, and that also was with this project. I had to understand the concerns and I had to provide information to the person I was coaching. I gave articles and information and a top 10 list to allow him to achieve or attempt to achieve his goal. Number four, checking for progress and assessing whether it was through a text or a quick conversation. In my professional setting, maybe a one-legged interview. Understand my teacher's levels of use and being able to help them from there will allow me to set up professional development. Number five, assisting someone is directly coupled with assessing someone. And I've got to learn to understand their concerns in order to do that. There are issues that needed to be addressed even in this personal project, and understanding the worries and concerns of other people will help me get there. Context, setting up a context of a supportive environment. I must be a model. I have to model the behavior I want to see and be knowledgeable so that I can become an expert. I had to research my partner's goal in order for me to share information with him. Next, I must be a person that chooses change. Individual growth is simply that we must choose change. Even in a school setting, I can make a decision as a leader for a change to be implemented But every individual must make a personal change and they must work towards that. My professional growth project, I learned so many things. I can only control myself. I have to understand the power of my word choice. I'm so passionate that sometimes I come on too strong, and I've got to learn to listen to other people, and not always try to provide answers. As a coach, I learned to encourage, to provide resources. And although I did those things, I also learned the frustration that you can't change someone else. They've got to make that choice. And if they don't, that's a personal journey for them. I'm sure in a school setting, I'll see similar things and have similar frustrations. As a school leader, I know I must know myself as a leader now in order to lead, and this helped me to do that, taking the inventories and understanding myself. I know the power of a unified goal, and I know that I must use questioning to help people see things instead of always providing the answers that I think are right. Working together can be a challenge, but working together, we can also achieve more. But in this project, I did experience some frustration when it's difficult because you can't break through. Now I know in my professional setting to understand the diffusion perspective and the opinion leaders in the school and to know my staff and their concerns. It is time for change. And my role as a leader is to understand change in order to implement it. If I don't understand the change process and the models of change, I'll never be able to do that in a school setting or my professional setting. Change is learning and it does take time.